What is going on, everyone? My name is Paris, and welcome back to the Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battling series thing kind of stuff. I didn't do a very good intro. I'm sorry. I should start again, actually. What is going on, everyone? My name is Paris, and welcome back to the Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles. That was not really that much better. But anyway, I have a battle today for you guys, which was originally a battle from Sheena World's tournament that he's doing right now, but I decided to post it on YouTube because, I don't know, it was a pretty good battle. So, you know, it gets really close near the end, as you'll see. But this is against Pablo, and he has a pretty threatening team here. Apart from the Charizard, don't really know what's going on there, but we'll have to see, shall we? So let's get into the battle right here. So this is a decent battle. I'm gonna start off with my Azumarill, and I believe he does actually start off with his Charizard. So that's pretty interesting that he would do that. I don't really see many, you know, people starting off with Charizards, even if they do have them in the team. So this Azumarill is an absolute powerhouse. And as you can see, the type matchup was bad for him, so he just switched out straight away. I don't blame him for that. And out comes the Gengar. But what they did not predict, what they did not see coming, was the absolute power from this Aqua Tail just destroying this Gengar. The critical hit, we didn't need a critical hit. We would have killed this thing anyway. This Azumarill is so powerful. Anyway, the Scizor comes out, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, Scizor, let's not fuck around with this. I'm gonna get out of there, go straight into my Arcanine, get the Intimidate off to lower its health, just to gauge what it's gonna do, because if it goes for a Bullet Punch right off the bat, that's probably not gonna do all that much damage when it hits me. He goes to the Swords Dance, and I'm kind of confused that he didn't Mega Evolve, because he does have a Charizard in his team, but I didn't think that would be his Mega Evolution. I thought it would be the Scizor, but he didn't Mega Evolve there. And he goes back out into his Charizard now, so it's maybe like, oh, maybe the Charizard's the Mega Evolution. So I go for the Flare Blitz here, hoping to hit the Scizor, of course, because he probably would have killed it straight away. And I do massive damage. Arcanine is so powerful. I love this thing. Hashtag best fire type. Seriously. Arcanine, best fire type. What is it? Anyway, he goes to the Wing Attack here, which made me think that this wasn't a very competitive Charizard or a competitive team. At least the Charizard wasn't, because you don't see wing attacks on Charizard, really, do you? So I go for the Flare Blitz again. He just decided to sack off his Charizard here, which was completely fine in my opinion. It doesn't really seem like it was going to be such a big help to his team, and his Gengar's already down already, and I'm taking some pretty big recall damage. So, and he sent out his Greninja here, so I'm like, okay, there's no real point in letting something else take a hit for my Arcanine. He's probably not going to be much of a help in the battle now, so I'm going to go for the extreme speed here and do as much damage as possible, try and take this thing out. And my Arcanine finally gets killed. My poor Pooch. My poor Pooch. I'm so sorry, Arcanine. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I come out with my Azumarill here, and the powerhouse has returned. The powerhouse has returned. Damn, if I could speak properly, that'd be great. Anyway, the powerhouse has returned, and unfortunately, he goes into his Aegislash, and I fucking hate Aegislash. I have one on my team, but I really don't like these things. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do now? I'm gonna go out into my own Aegislash, because I have no idea what to do now. I've never had an Aegislash which is Aegislash face-off before. So he gets his Swords Dance off, so he's a +2 attack, and I'm just sitting there in my defense where I'm like, shit, I'm gonna get hit pretty hard here. So I go for King Shield, thinking that he was going to attack me that turn, but he actually went for another Swords Dance. I'm like, oh dear, Sweep City, here I come. So my Aegislash is just sitting there like, dude, I'm gonna get fucking destroyed here, what are you doing? And I can't really go for the King Shield again because I already used it. I think the chances of it actually working go down like a lot, so I was hoping I would be able to survive it, you know, since I have Aegislash has really good defense when it's in defensive form, but no, it was not to be. It gets killed, and I have to bring out the powerhouse early this time. The early powerhouse. I don't know why I'm calling it the early powerhouse, but this Dragonite is an absolute monster. He goes for the King Shield, thinking I was going to attack him right off the bat, but I don't. I go for the Dragon Dance here, trying to set up, trying to get some stat boosts, and that is exactly what's going to happen here. This Aegislash does not know the strength that is going to be forced in its direction soon. He goes for the King Shield once again, and I go for the Earthquake just to be safe on the side that if he did use the King Shield and it works, then I wouldn't lose my attack raises. I wouldn't lose that, because usually if you connect with the King Shield, if you like punch it or whatever, I don't know how to explain it, then you lose attack, but if you use things like Earthquake, you don't. Anyway, the Aegislash goes down, and the Greninja is soon to follow. None can withstand the power that is Dragonite. Well, none except one. They call him the Dark Knight, and he is the only hope for this team. He kicks up a Sandstream, and I'm thinking, well, this thing's gonna probably die in one hit anyway. But no, the bulk of the Tyranitar was too much for this Dragonite to handle now. But wait until the Dragonite goes Super Dragonite 2! As I get hit with Ice Fang here, and this is exactly what I wanted to happen. because this Dragonite is packing the weakness policy. So he didn't give a fuck about your ice moves. I got the multi-scale to resist all of these ice moves, and then I got the weakness policy to totally boost the power of my Dragonite up. So this thing is an absolute monster right now. He does not give a fuck about anything. That Tyranitar will not be bulking any more Dragonite hits, let me tell you. So that thing is done. That thing is dead. That thing is no more worries. No worries about that thing. And I'm gonna get hit by the Sandstorm again, but Dragonite doesn't care about that. He's gonna come back out with the Scizor. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing. And the Scizor was the Mega Evolution of the team all along. I'm not really sure why it didn't Mega Evolve sooner, but that's his own choice. He does Mega Evolve now, however, and the Bullet Punch is able to kill my ultimate powerhouse. And I was very, very sad about that. I was like, no, my +3 Dragonite, you fuck. Anyway, I know that the only thing, I really didn't know what to do at this point, so I went to my Excadrill thinking I could, you know, tank some bullet punches if he went for it. So I went for an Earthquake here, thinking I could do some damage, a little bit of damage, and it did about a third. And he went for the Swords Dance. I'm like, okay, maybe we can bulk some hits, maybe we can take him. So I go for the Earthquake again, hoping I would be able to bulk the hit, but he didn't actually go for the Bullet Punch here. He went for another Swords Dance. And what is coming up here is going to decide the battle. Is Excadrill going to be able to bulk the hit? Is he going to be able to bulk the hit? Will he survive? What's going to happen? Find out next time. No, I'm just kidding. So he goes for the Bullet Punch, and I'm just able to survive that. And Excadrill is able to go for the Earthquake and wipe out the Scizor. The only real hope I had if Excadrill died here is to out-prioritize it with maybe a Sucker Punch from Mawile or a Aqua Jet from Azumarill. But thankfully, it didn't come to that. It was a good battle anyway, so I'm going to thank you all very much for watching for now, and I will see you guys next time.